Good morning, everyone. Welcome to yet another broadcast of Golden VCR. Where's the button? Shit! There it is. Howdy, everybody. It's broadcast 89? Yes. Broadcast 89 of Golden VCR. Can you believe it? I picked out a few tapes for us this morning. So let's see which one of these piques your interest most. The first one that spoke to me off of the shelf was Mississippi, River of Song, from the Smithsonian Institute, but also localized for Japan. We also have Golden Graham's Classic Book Videos, Tom Sawyer, recommended for TV viewing by the National Education Association. Mischievous little Tom. And then there's also one that we briefly remarked on last time that's been sitting on the shelf for a very long time. The Complete Course in Professional Photography from the New York Institute of Photography, Unit 5, Live Action Training. Let me just take the temperature from you folks who were here early. River of Song, Golden Tom, Golden Graham, Tom, or Photograph. Let's see what we're feeling. Just, we'll probably watch all of these, so just vote for the one you think would be fun to see first. Yeah. How's everybody doing today? I slept. Then I woke up. That's what I've been doing. What have you been doing? Ooh, it's looking real neck and neck between Mississippi River of Song and the photography course. So I think I'm going to... I really want this to tie. Please someone tie it. That would... Almost a tie. But anyway, I'm going to subvert democracy and watch this first because I think it fits the mood better for what I'm going for this morning. This is the Mississippi River of Song. Let me pull it up. This is one of the two, the other one being video for all rock kids that we watched earlier. One of two that I found at a flea market in Japan. I paid 100 yen for each of these tapes, which is like 60 cents, something like that. So I don't know. I think this is probably going to be an English language program just with Japanese subtitles. But I am not sure. So we will see how comprehensible it is to us, and we'll probably make our decisions based on that. As far as how much we want to watch, this comes in a very nice clamshell case. Let's see if it has... This is... Oh. I was looking for a price, an original price, because a lot of Japanese tapes have the price on them, and like VHS... Home video in Japan, historically, was like super expensive. Like an episode of an anime OVA was like $100 for one episode, so a whole series would be several hundred. But this says copyright 1999, Smithsonian Institution and Filmmakers Collaborative, not for sale. So I don't know actually where this would have come from originally, but it has this neat pamphlet in here that folds out giving you all this beautiful Japanese language information about the Mississippi Delta and the music and musicians thereof. So let's crack on into the tape. It's a nice looking cassette, like a lot of Japanese tapes. It has this two-tone, like tan top. River of Song.
The flowing fountain, the beat goes on, and American musicians give...
Oh, cool. I think that's John Hartford. It apparently was not fully kind, so let's rewind it. Almost kind. A minute unkind. A minute and 16 unkind. All right, that's good enough. Let's go. The Mississippi River of Song. This is germane to my interests. I'm a big fan of American roots music. And we're getting, Cajun, rhythm and blues, country, hip hop, jazz, everything flows from the Mississippi.
Rolling on the river, rolling.
The tape's a little loud, so I'm turning it down.
The beat, the dance, the shout, the joyful noise, the shared moment. America's music is a river of song. From the drums of Minnesota to the brass bands of New Orleans, from rock and lofts to juke joints, bluegrass and Delta blues, school kids, elders, mothers and daughters, siblings and buddies. From the hilltop
That was
lounge,
D.L. Menard. Oh my God.
fountain, the beat goes on. And American musicians give voice to the heartland, where its streams flow together in a river of song.
How's that for sound check?
20世紀のアメリカから生まれたポピュラー音楽がたくさんあります。ジャズ、ブルーズ、カントリー、ロックンロール、ソウルなどみんなアメリカで生まれて世界中で愛されるようになった音楽ばかりです。アメリカ音楽の今を描く映画を作ろうと思うと、まず最初にぶつかるのはそのあまりにも大きなテーマに一体どこから取り組んだらいいかという問題です。この作品の制作者は川を歩くことに決めました。それははるか昔アメリカにやってきた移民たちもまた彼らが持ってきた文化も川に沿って荒野に分け入ったに違いないからです。その川とは北アメリカ大陸を縦断して流れるミシシッピ川です。ミシシッピは世界で3番目に大きい川です。カナダとの国境に近いミネソタの森で生まれ、ゆったり蛇行しながら南へ向かいます。ミネアポリス、中西部の農村地帯、セントルイス。やがて南部に入るとメンフィスを過ぎ、ミシシッピデルタの綿花畑を通り、ルイジアナの沼地を抜け、ニューオーリンズを経てメキシコ湾に注ぎます。本流の全長は3800キロに達します。アメリカ音楽の多くがこの川の流域で生まれました。ミシシッピ周辺はまた別の意味でも興味深いところです。ここではアメリカという国を形成するほとんどの民族や文化と触れ合うことができます。リバー・オブ・ソング、ミシシッピはアメリカそのものと言っていいでしょう。このドキュメンタリーはめったに見ることのできないアメリカの一面、それこそアメリカ音楽のルーツへの旅です。歌うアメリカの第一部では中西部の北方一帯が舞台となっています。冬が長くて寒さの厳しいところです。森は深く、大地は緩やかにうねっています。この辺りは民族的にまた音楽的にも最もバリエーション豊かな地域です。 の森に響くインディアンの太鼓からスカンジナビアの音楽、ミネアポリスのロック、ポップ、民族音楽、ウィスコンシンのポルカ、アイオワのジャズやメキシコ音楽、そしてフォーク。古い音楽も新しい音楽もあります。それらが全て支流となって本流に流れ込み、川の水は生き生きと力強く流れていきます。オジブエ族はミシシッピの源流に近いこの地域におよそ300年前にやってきました。彼らは川で魚を取り、森で狩りをし、湖で自然に生えるワイルドライスを取る生活を始めました。
Wild rice, baby.
I got some songs there, but I don't sing them out at the powwows. I don't know what they mean yet.
I only learned about wild rice after.
And one of these days I'll find out what they mean.
Pippin. This was produced in 19. Well, the copyright date on the tape is 1998. 99, I mean.
オジブエの社会では100年以上も前からパウワウを祝う習慣がありました。豊かな収穫と地域の平和、そして種族内の友情を祈る祭りです。
So this is an Ojibwe powwow, presumably in Minnesota.
Indians first got the drum, it was the means of talking with the Creator. That's the way we were taught about the drum. Because when he hears the drum, he's looking down on us and he's watching us dance.
It looks like we're going to be journeying north to south on the Mississippi.
We never really went to powwows until maybe we were about 15, 16 years old, but yet we were about 8 years old learning, sitting here watching these guys sing songs around the drum all the time.
About the 60s and 70s, that's when the powwows started coming back, and we got, after we got a right to vote and everything. And that's where it started coming back strong.
It's always been here. If it wasn't, we probably wouldn't be sitting here today. We wouldn't probably be at a powwow today if it wasn't. So it never really died out. It just wasn't exposed.
I've driven across the country with my sister, and whenever we pass the Mississippi River, she has to stop and go down to the water and
learning
write a poem to the river and
drum. Even though I've been
into the
singing
river.
25 years, I'm still learning.
At the time, I thought it was dumb, and it's still kind of silly, but the Mississippi is such a hugely important part of the cultures of America. Brainerd, Minnesota.
ここは源流から150キロほど下ったブレイナードの郊外です。ミネソタにはスウェーデンやノルウェーからもたくさんの人が移住しました。 この辺りの気候や環境が彼らの生まれ故郷スカンジナビアに似ていたからです。
I am the leader of this group called Skolklubb Spelmanslag. A Spelmanslag is a Scandinavian word for it's come to mean fiddler's group. Well, I think this Scandinavian, traditional Scandinavian music means, to me, it means tracing my heritage, you know, and it helps me to understand my place where I am now.
His name is Paul, but I don't know his last
name. The only music
I
listen to
I'm
or
very
enjoy.
slow at reading in Japanese.
I enjoy lots of different kinds of music, you know. I'm not 100% Swedish or anything like that. In Wisconsin, Johnny Jonsson fell in love with a sweet Swedish lass, Hilda Svensson. He wooed her, he pursued her. Now every day Johnny sings Hilda this song. Oh Hilda, I've been think you're grand. Will ya, let me hold your hand. And if I should ask you if you love me too, say ja sure, you bet you, even think I do.
I have the accordion that my grandfather learned on when he was a boy, so it's in very rough shape.
Skolklubb starts at 7, and
it is not really a playable instrument.
Start by 8.
Even if I did know how to play accordion.
Well, some people are driving 50 miles, you know, to get to the rehearsal. So. It helps give some meaning to my life, I guess, because I can trace a thread back, you know, to both of my grandparents on my Swedish side came over. So I'm not, you know, I'm a fairly recent American as things go, and it helps make more sense of my being an American, I guess. I don't know, it just makes sense to me.
Oh, there it was. That was great.
This feels very Minnesota, yeah. Very wholesomely Minnesota. Hey, I've driven on that bridge.
ツインシティーズ、つまり川を挟んで向かい合うミネアポリスとセントポールは北部最大の都会です。ここには活気に満ちた多彩な音楽があります。いわゆるオルタナティブロックの世界ではたくさんの人気バンドが生まれました。全国的なスターとなったソーラーサイラムは今もこの街の
Oh man, they're in the spring. Look at those puddles they're driving through. Okay, hold on. Shit. Oh shit. No. She Aseiramu. I don't know. Aseiramu. Why isn't Chaz here? It's been so I so quickly forget. Anyway, this is a band. Just what you need. Wait, let me screenshot that. Then I can figure it out while we watch.
I know just what you need. I might just have nothing. I know what you pay to see. Put me out of my
Asairamu. Yeah, okay. Soul Asylum. Thank you.
The Soul Asylum's been around for 14 years, actually. We used to be called Loud Fast Rules. We spent our formative years actually practicing Carl, our bass player's mom's garage. I mean, we were there for, I don't know, 2 or 3 years. And, you know, we didn't have any big aspirations or anything. It was just a hell of a lot of fun. We get together and piss off the neighbors. It was perfect.
When you're in a city like New York City or Los Angeles, where there's, you know, a record company down the street and this, that, and the other thing, you tend to have a different sort of orientation about why you're getting yourself into it, and it becomes very, I don't know, success-oriented or something, and, you know, that just isn't really a part of it up here. You don't, you know, start up a band in a little town like this and go, we're gonna hit the big time. You know, you go, we're gonna try to get a job down the street at this dumpy little bar, and, you know, that could be, that's kind of as good as it gets, you know.
Dressing room without a dress, feeling at the confessional with nothing to confess.
This is some great late 90s alternative rock.
Surprise party, I was spoiled and depressed.
I would not have made like a Mississippi River connection to this kind of music.
Told lots of lies, yes I did.
Hey, the Mississippi is undeniably part of the soul of Minneapolis.
People think
and
it's
St.
weirder
Paul.
than we do, you know, that we sold a few records. That's all that really happened. You know, people found out about us. It took 10 years, and then, you know, when they went to the Mall of America, they'd pick up one of our records, too.
Yeah, my most recent brush with stardom is this guy comes up to me at the airport in San Francisco, and he goes, my mom works with your mom at the University of Minnesota. And I was like, right on, you know, great to meet you, man, great. And, you know, and then I took off, and I was like, okay, you got my mom and Carl's mom mixed up, but that's okay, you know, it's...
It still works.
Right band, wrong mom, you know.
At least you had something to talk about, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, in the time I've spent in Minneapolis, just listening to 89.3 The Current has exposed me to a ton of great music that I would not have heard otherwise. A lot of it local, like they play a lot of really good local artists.
ベイブズ・イン・トイランドはアメリカを代表する女性パンクバンドとして海外でもツアーをやっていました。女性だけのバンドがロックの世界で成功するのは未だに少ないです。
So I just remember being really
yeah, and it's public radio.
I wanted to be in a band, an all-girl band, because of Josie and the Pussycats. And then I decided I was going to play drums for sure when I was in 6th grade. And my girlfriend and I used to go to her house, and her brother had Alice Cooper, Killer album, and that song, Halo Flies. That was the deciding factor when I was in 6th grade.
This is a really great tape.
Okay, cat.
Check. When you die, you either go to heaven or sound check.
People still are surprised that women are on a band together, which is weird because all these guys are in bands together. So.
And just even as far as the audience goes, I mean, I've been going to rock shows for years, and you know, there just used to be a few token women. They always used to be in the back, and now they're like, women will be right up in front, right up against the stage the whole night long. It's cool.
Yeah, this was a great find. I love the Minnesota stuff. I feel some connection to Minnesota, and I'm also excited for the Mississippi Delta Southern stuff.
I noticed when we don't don't practice it, I get really, really uptight and depressed. I noticed as soon as we practiced, like the first day, I was like, oh, I'm not really very depressed about anything anymore.
You know, some people box, some people break windows, some people, you know, do whatever, run. You know, my dad was a marathon runner and stuff, but just playing the drums, just like.
Traditional First Avenue thing to go bowling after you play a show there.
So when we're not playing, we have a tendency to hang out with each other. I mean, we could make other friends. It's not like it's a problem for us.
No, we can't. I don't like other types of
It's not that much of a problem.
Right, but it's the thing if you look at the calendar and you go, oh, these guys are playing. Well, I haven't seen so-and-so in a while. I better go down and say hi and at the same time check out the band. And it's just a nice way to deal with things. It is pretty close. All right, I'll be out there.
Come and dance on the stage during Where Family.
Yeah, that's the little one.
I love how they subtitle the lyrics too. This is a really cool program. It's also just kind of I'm appreciating it in a subtly different way because I'm reviewing it as a cultural export.
Half a dozen bars in this area which work with bands, and some of them are blues bands, and some of them are reggae bands, and some of them are rock and roll bands, and one thing or another. This is a little bit of a testing ground for a lot of the groups that play around town. And of course there's a wider music scene in Minneapolis. Everybody's heard of Prince, for example, and some of those there's a huge scene all over the place. It's a good town for music, surprisingly so. But the one I'm associated with is located pretty much in this particular area of the West Bank.
Yes, and now you see what a careless love can do. Now you see what careless love can do. Now you see what a careless love can do.
Our Kids always has the wildest number of fun points.
This is Palmer's Bar. It's pretty funky in here. We get a lot of people who like to drink, and at night it fills in with all other kinds of folks.
She's gonna let her home.
So yeah, this is a 4-hour television series. We have volume 1 on tape.
And one day some guy
there must be 2 or 3 volumes.
Some folk music, and I borrowed a guitar from him and a Burl Ives folk song book, and within 2 weeks I could play a few tunes, and in 6 months I played my first job at the engineering fraternity over at the university, and that was the beginning of the music roller coaster and the end of my formal schooling.
Hey, did you ever hear about the Norwegian who loved his wife so much he almost told her? Sail away, ladies.
Ain't no use to sitting there crying. Sail away, ladies, sail away. You be an don't you rock on daddy?
So according to the PBS website, it's a website from 1998, but it's still up, and it talks about this project. It was a Smithsonian production team spent 12 weeks on location in 1997, traveling 12,000 miles in river country, filming over 200 hours of original material, a total of 50 acts, and over 500 musicians.
Sail away, lady, sail away.
Tony Glover is
so there's apparently a CD set and a companion book and a radio series.
Willie Murphy, who I consider to be a genius of his own sort.
And this is the TV series that was originally aired on PBS.
7 or 8. Peter Estrushko and Dakota Dave Hall have been around the area playing on the folk scene for a long time, and I can't remember exactly when I met these guys, but some of it would be on the Prairie Home Companion show type thing, or playing in the clubs around here, and I've known them for a long time.
Major funding was provided by the National Endowment for the Arts, PBS, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and also Hitachi. A large Japanese company. So maybe they had an interest in this localization. I'm sure, yes, of course, viewers like you. That's a given. Where you see PBS, viewers like you. Oh,
Dad tells a story
of
when he was growing up in Ukraine. When he was about, I don't know, he was in grade school or something. He said he read Mark Twain,
Peter Oster,
and said that someday he wanted to come and see the Mississippi River. And so when they immigrated to this country, that's where he actually ended up living, was on Nicollet Island, which is where I was born.
Peter Ostroshko, I think is who this is.
Came from the scene in Minneapolis. If I hadn't been in Minneapolis, I don't even know if I would have been playing, to tell you the truth. And I got a lot of friends here. There is also an attitude here which you don't get on the East Coast or the West Coast, which I appreciated. And it's handy to carry it with you wherever you go, I found out.
Oh, it's gonna be raining outdoors.
I can do more blues on that.
Yeah, you do that real well. I like that.
Oh, if this is just volume 1, we may not get down to New Orleans.
ラオスの山の中からやってきた2万5千人のモン族です。彼らはベトナム戦争の後、祖国を追われ難民となったのです。モン族は葬式で足でできた笛を演奏します。ここではアメリカ生まれの若い世代がその吹き方を習っています。
Well, when you first started, it's real hard,
It's
but
really hard.
But now you get the hang of it. It's not that hard too.
I see a lot of people, a lot of kids, they come here 2 or 3 months, they're out of here. You can't stand it, it's too hard.
But if you don't like it, you cannot learn
Yeah,
it too.
you have to have the heart for it.
Yeah.
La 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 li long. Đây, bé bà teacher shot. Lại, cho các bà con nào. Rồi lánh la trọ.
Usually it just passed on from generation to generation. If your father knew it, then you knew it. But if your father didn't know it, then it's pretty hard for you to learn it. Because it's pretty hard to find somebody that will teach you because it takes so much time and so long to learn. When we jump,
when we perform, it's a different style too, different teacher, different style. See, he came from California, so they're a little bit different from down there than up here.
Me, I like to roll a lot.
Like to spin a lot.
It's pretty impressive. Yeah, I've never seen this instrument before. I'm sad that Haley's... Oh, hi Haley. We're learning about this Hmong musical tradition. We've been spending a lot of time in Minnesota. We saw an Ojibwe powwow. We saw a Norwegian American
retaining the culture,
folk fiddle ensemble.
Keep the culture alive. That's what, and then
we got alternative rock in Minneapolis and St. Paul.
The best way I can explain it.
And now we're learning about transplanted Hmong culture, all in the context of the Mississippi River of Song.
We're now headed to Profile Music, the rehearsal facility utilized by Sounds of Blackness primarily, and today we'll be rehearsing in the auditorium.
Sounds of Blackness は25年前に大学のコーラスグループとしてスタートしました。ゴスペルからラップまで幅広い黒人音楽を歌い、ヒットアルバムを連発、グラミー賞も受賞しています。
Inside of you and me, healing throughout, oh yeah, all the human family, nation to nation, nation to nation, spirit, soul to soul, open up your heart, and let the healing flow.
We just got back from a Japanese tour, and the response was incredible. I mean, people were always receptive, whether we were dancing, whether we were singing, whether we were singing spirituals or hip hop or something with an R&B flavor, the message always got across.
So come on, listen. Why don't you listen? You know it's fun. Yeah.
On the streets of Minneapolis is where it all began, and that's what it's all about, maintaining our community ties and our roots here in the Twin Cities. Memories. We would do the same thing ourselves, trying to raise money for the Drum and Bugle Corps, parades, uniforms.
Leonard Mangum, youth organizer of the Central neighborhood out here. We got the car wash going for over
I went
a
to
year.
Central High School. Went to this one. This was
That's
Bryan
right.
Junior High School. So this is my hood. You know.
And it's just a lot to do out here. God is really blessing this neighborhood to be used to promote good things. And
Well, he's blessing it through people like you.
Yes.
Millennium, lend them a helping hand. Fix the mic stand, Sounds of Blackness. Swingers in band. I command what you plan for. We roll through the year 2G, down with G.O.G. So let me see. I mean, it's like you're all trying to be. Say goodbye to the old and let your mind be free. Come on.
We've always, as an organization, stressed discipline, responsibility, punctuality, accountability. We also have a lot of fun. We don't want to make it sound too serious.
Listen, I said God cares, God cares, God cares, God cares, God cares, God cares, God cares,
We always say what comes from the heart reaches the heart. You know, Grammys and Soul Train Awards and all that, they're tremendous blessings that we're eternally grateful for, but nothing beats having people come up to you firsthand and telling you, you know, face to face, apart from any cameras or the public view, that your music and your efforts have had a positive influence on their lives.
Let us know through fan mail and told us, you know, that song really got me through my bar exam or
forced to eat 2 dinners back to back. That just sounds like
was in school.
It's not
Christmas
a deep, dark
when your parents are
mystery.
divorced.
You know, feel the spirit inside and go with the flow and do what feels good. I mean, you know, hold on, change is coming.
Now yesterday, a man stepped to me, he said, now how can you smile when your world is crumbling down? I said, now here's my secret, when I wanna cry, I take a look around and I see that I'm getting by, and I hold on, change is coming, hold on, 'cause I'm worried. Just hold on, you can make it,
シティーズの南にはトウモロコシ畑が広がっています。川を渡るとウィスコンシン州です。この辺りにはドイツ人がたくさん移住しました。彼らの大好きな音楽はポルカです。
Hey, we get polka.
毎週ポルカフェスティバルが開かれ、昼間からダンスが始まります。
My grandma and grandpa were big polka fans. My grandpa grew up playing polkas on the accordion.
Also going up for the folks from Nebraska.
Well, when I was about 12 years old, I got my first concertina. Because ever since day one, or actually, I suppose, year number 2 or 3 of my life, we were dancing with Sylvester Liebel's band. It was called the Jolly Swiss Boys. And ever since I can remember, I wanted to play with the band. Because it looked like they were having so much fun, and I wanted to have as much fun as they did. The word polka is actually a dance. It comes from Czechoslovakia. And it used to be danced a little different. Then they brought it over here and it was revised so many times, like the music was too. So they dance it totally different than they would in Europe. If you go to Europe and you dance like they do up here at polka fests or a regular polka dance, they'd probably laugh at you. They'd say, "What is that?" And then they'd probably want to learn it. But the word polka is actually a dance. It's not really the music, it's a dance. Well, the polka music that we play actually was based out of New Ulm, Minnesota, about 200 miles west of here. And that's where it pretty much started with Whoopie John and the Six Fat Dutchman and the Babe Wagner Band and some of those guys back in the early 1900s. And that's pretty much where it originated from. And I think they get the word German music because most of those guys were German when they started. Well, I guess they were when they ended, too. On an accordion, you've got the keyboard like a piano on the right side, and then the left side is bass, and on the concertina, you've got all buttons. No keyboard, just, well,
this
it's a
is so
keyboard,
Wisconsin.
it's a button keyboard.
He's
Whoever
pantomiming
invented it must
playing
have
an
been drunk
accordion while
because
holding
there's
a beer.
No rhyme or reason to those keys, buttons. You just gotta be kind of nuts, I suppose, to play one, huh?
When you pull out on the key, it's different. And you don't chord with 2 fingers, you use all 4. And if you can play some melody on there, that's better it, see? But there are different size concertinas with a double, a triple. This is a quad. That means it has 4 sets of reeds. And that gives it super sound, see?
Yeah, Sil Liebel has always been my favorite concertina player. He's got such a nice, smooth style. In fact, he was a lot of concertina players. That's where they get their style from. And he wrote so many tunes. I think he's got 32 tunes copyrighted or something like that. And everybody plays them. If you play concertina, you play some of Sil's tunes. There's just no way around it.
Liebel. Died in 2003. Was inducted into the Minnesota Music Hall of Fame in 1993.
When they were dancing to Sil, you couldn't even dance. The floor was just full of people just watching the boys play. Isn't that right? About 200, 300 people out in the front, just not even dancing, just standing there listening.
Thank you, Carl.
Yeah, and I just decided that's it. I want to be like Sil.
Yeah. Thanks,
So
Carl.
there.
You're doing a good job.
I have a soft spot for old men playing the accordion.
There's an awful lot of people.
Because old men playing the accordion was a very
Say the end of May
joyful
or 1st of June, and you'll see them at
part
every
of my
single polka
childhood.
fest you play. They'll say, "Where are you going next week?" They'll say, like, Frankenmuth, Michigan. They say, "We'll be there." Sure enough, they take their motor home, and they never go home. They just go to festivals, and that's it. They live for it. They're nuts, but we love them.
さらに300キロほど川を下るとアイオワ州ダベンポートに着きます。蒸気船の通う場所として発展した大きな町です。ここでは毎年7月にジャズフェスティバルとロードレースが開かれます。地元の伝説的なコルネット奏者ビックス・バイダーベックを記念するフェスティバルです。
I was just listening to Bix Beiderbecke yesterday at the dentist's office. The hygienist, they put on Pandora for you, which is really, really neat. And the hygienist asked what I wanted to listen to, and I was like, Paul Whiteman.
マニー・ローペスはこの町で生まれ、若い
jazz.
頃はメキシコ音楽のバンドでトランペットを吹いていました。彼は今ジャズのクインテットを組み、ビックスの後継者となっています。
It's a big weekend for any musician in the classes. People would kill to get a band. They don't care how good they sound. They want a band that's going to be playing something that sounds like jazz. So in that respect, yeah, everybody gets to work this weekend. We've been playing
so it's
all weekend long. We started Friday
jazz festival / marathon.
You know, go. It
in
always
Davenport,
is
Iowa.
During Bix weekend for us, and but I'm very honored to have all these guys up here with me, and and special guest star this weekend, my son, Manuel Lopez III, on the drums. In honor of Bix weekend, we just happen to have Bix's cornet here, and we'd like to thank the Putnam Museum from right here in Davenport, Iowa, for bringing the horn down and giving us a chance to show it off a little bit. I hope I can do some justice here. Anyway, this tune is called Jazz Me Blues, and we'll do it on this horn.
That's really, really cool, honestly. Just the fact that they're playing Bix Beiderbecke's horn in commemoration. Sorry, I should have gotten up to feed the dog. I've been glued to this tape.
Oh, Jazz Me Blues. Now, my understanding is that was the first tune that I recorded, Jazz Me Blues. I think I've heard it once. Okay, done by Beiderbecke. I took the tune out this year because it was Bix weekend. I thought, well, this would be a tune we should do. I mean, we can do Jazz Me Blues Latin if you wanted to hear it. You have him do a Latin beat behind it, and the bass player changes his. People have done that all the time. Try it.
I don't know how. Yeah, I'm trying to think of how we can do the melody.
Like
right. It'd probably be like that. Check.
Yeah,
and then right. You know, just change the rhythm a little bit.
That's what it would be, and we could do the whole tune like that. But then people would go, "Oh my God, it's sacrilegious! You can't do that." Bix might have been. Who knows? He probably would have had a great Latin band.
Yeah. I think we really take advantage of the fact that we have something like this. You know, that we can share something that a lot of, you know, even like mothers, daughters, fathers, sons can't do. And that's you know, something as powerful as music is. You know, I wonder if a lawyer gets up in the morning and does his job and feels the same way that I do when I sit down and the song that we're playing or something is just grooving. Because there's no feeling like that. There's no feeling. It's just a feeling. You just get this warmth and this happiness all through your body because it's just there. Everything is clicking, and a lot has to do with the people, with the vibe that you're with.
I'm just a horn player. I just keep playing when they call me. I mean, they call and I say, sure, I'll be there. You know.
川を渡ったイリノイ州モリーンの辺りにはメキシコ系の人々が3万人も住んでいます。30年代に鉄道や食肉工場で働くためにやってきました。近所のバーへ行けば今もテキサスやメキシコの音楽を聴くことができます。
Y aunque no quiera que no se vaya, ella se alegra y ama el sonido. ¿Quién me lo manda a poner los ojos en una estrella desde finita?
This really warms my heart and makes me kind of a sappy, sympathetic American.
Mexican people are kind of unique in the respect that
What a beautiful goddamn melting pot we have.
Satisfied with a DJ or a record spinner. They want live band and they want the real thing. So consequently, you have to give it to them.
Thank you for feeding the dog. And it kind of makes me slightly bummed out that I live in, that I am now a transplant in a city of transplants.
Celebrations, political causes.
What is the culture of Raleigh? Surely there's something there.
All music is about.
But it's like buried under a lot of new construction.
Saying Mexican music.
Can you go see a good norteño band? Can you go see a polka band in this area? Maybe. I want to find out now.
That's the way it is, all of this community, just kind of integrate type community. Because I see, what's that guy doing here? He doesn't like Mexican music, does he? And I said, no, looks like he's going to dance though, he's having a good time.
There's a ton of polka influence in norteño, in like northern Mexican music. There's the same sort of like German and Polish and Czechoslovak immigrant wave kind of hit that part of Mexico and brought in accordions and things, and it got incorporated into their musical traditions
like a show tune.
In a way that feels very familiar to somebody who grew up
life.
listening to polka. I was really into norteño when I was in high
Made a
school.
great impression, but it doesn't seem to last. Flat stuff, flat stuff. Way out to the setting sun. The muskrat and the bullfrog.
フォーク界の人気歌手グレッグ・ブラウンはアイオワの農村で生まれました。彼は80年代のフォークブームの先駆けでした。ニューヨークやラスベガスで活躍した時期もありましたが、今は故郷のアイオワに戻って演奏活動を続けています。
Flat stuff. Way out to.
Yeah, you know, it's a funny thing in my case being a traveling musician. It seems like it's exotic to people or something. You know, when they find out I'm from Iowa, I don't know what it is. It's like people will say, well, where do you live now? And I'll say, well, I live in Iowa. You mean you live there? It's like they can't quite believe it or something, you know? It's like
To the Boston guy.
he would always introduce me by saying, and now all the way from Iowa. Like, I mean, when other songwriters get up to do that, it wouldn't be like, you know, so-and-so from, you know, Idaho or Illinois or California. Just people are where they're from, but it's odd.
Used to say I don't care if I never have any money, as long as I have my sweet little honey in a shack in the woodland. Now I say I don't care about money, it's not true. Can't live without money, don't want to. Don't want one of those, two of those, and a pile of those, and I like that. That's neat, that's cool. Never seen one quite like that before. Wrap it up, take it. Hey, 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 hey. Ooh, the funk. What do you think they're both?
I love that sound of an acoustic guitar, and I love the sound of an acoustic guitar in one voice too. I mean, I love a lot of sounds, but that particular sound, I just haven't gotten tired of it. I mean, there's times when I certainly don't want to hear it, you know, particularly if you've been to a folk festival or something. You hear it. But there's something in that sound.
Used to say I don't care if I never get old. Gonna flame burn, take one quick turn and be gone like Jimmy Dean. Now we don't say that it's too late to die young, so we sit at the table long after supper, drinking that good California wine, singing hey, 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 hey.
Eventually you have so many memories for so many different hills and ponds and rivers and friends, and so much builds up over time, you know. It just becomes a very rich thing, and those things are, I guess, are my values, your friends and your family, and that feeling of roots, or whatever you want to call it.
Peaches on the shelf, potatoes in the bin, supper ready, everybody come on. Taste a little of the summer, taste a little of the summer, taste a little of the summer.
And I remember it would be, we'd pull right into the yard when we'd come to visit. We'd just pull right up into the yard. Of course, it was all mowed and everything. But
there's a root cellar, fruit cellar down below. You better watch your head and down you go. Peaches on the shelf, potatoes in the bin. Supper ready, everybody come on in. Taste a little of the summer. Taste a little of the summer. Taste a little of the summer.
Grandma and everybody would come out of the house, and it just seemed like people just kept coming and coming and coming out of the house.
Like it's
right, like a phone booth or something.
Put it on in a jar. In them ball cannon jar. In those Hellman mayonnaise jar. In the old gherkin pickle jar. The old peanut butter jar. Into any available jars. You got anyone to keep, you better hang on to your jar. This is my grandma. Just put it on.
My version of this description of various jars would be like my romantic image of family get-togethers is the like Daisy sour cream containers packed with leftovers. So everyone would bring a plastic grocery bag full of old sour cream and Cool Whip containers to shovel their leftovers into.
さて、静かなミネソタの森で始まった旅は、アイオワ州の南あたりからぐっと性格の違う地域に入ります。川を渡る船の数も、ハイウェイを走る車やトラックの数もどんどん増えています。
Having leftovers aggressively forced onto you before you're allowed to leave.
中西部は移動の物語です。新しい何かを発見し、想像したい人たちがアメリカ中からここに集まり行き交っています。南北に流れるミシシッピの本流はちょうど中間のあたりで、西から流れるミズーリ川、東から流れるオハイオ川と合流します。中心都市セントルイスは 鉄道やハイウェイの交差点ともなりました。
I hope it makes the
まさに
vibe
中西部
too.
のクロスロードです。
And I'm concerned we're not going to
セ
get
ントルイ
to
スは人口250万人の大都会です。
Mississippi and
ここ
Louisiana
で
and stuff
南部から
in
流れ
this
て
the
きた
first
素朴な
volume.
音
So
楽
I
が
really
よ
want
り
to
洗練
find
された
volume
ゴス
2
ペル
now.
やリズム&ブルーズへと発展していきました。またセントルイスはロックの元祖チャック・ベリーやジャズの巨人マイルズ・デイビスの故郷でもあります。この辺りがトム・ソイヤーをはじめとするマーク・トウェインの物語の舞台となったところです。ここでは人々の生活の中心は常に川、ミシシッピ川でした。
Peter Barricon is the presenter. I've seen him on other stuff in English. Yeah. He's the guy that taught us that
中世の田園地帯では
Tokyo used to be called Edo during the Edo period.
都市部ではソウル、ゴスペル、
On
川
those
沿い
like
の街では
NHK
古いフ
learn
ラン
about
スの音
Japan
楽を
YouTube
聴くこ
videos.
とができます。
Beautiful. Very cool.
I'll tell you something, but it's probably close to heresy. I don't know if that's the right word or not.
Okay.
This is a terrible admission to make, but I have never been crazy about the song Old Man River. In fact, it makes me cringe when I hear it.
John Hartford.
It's always sung by a guy that goes.
He's amazing. We listen after we listened to we watched the Joseph tape. I played. Some of you guys might have still been there. I played a John Hartford song about Joseph and his brothers. That's this guy. John Hartford was an incredible like American musician. He's from I think Connecticut or something. He's from New England, but he like fell in love with the Mississippi, and like had like a autistic I like trains level interest in riverboats, and like became a riverboat captain later in life, but wrote a lot of songs about riverboats, really embraced the music of riverboats, and then also just had a lot of like really good alternative kind of country stuff in the 70s. He wrote Gentle on My Mind. Just a little bit of context for why I'm geeking out over the appearance of John Hartford in this tape. I love John Hartford.
Sounds like a car being started up on a cold morning.
Hey, live your best life, man. Be into things. That's great.
John Hartford はセントルイスで育ち、今はナシュビルに住んでいます。夏になるとリバーボートを操縦し、船の上で歌います。彼は川の暮らしと音楽の生き字引です。
It's knowing that your door is always open and your path is free to walk. That makes me tend to leave my sleeping bag rolled up and stashed behind your couch. And it's knowing I'm not shackled by forgotten words and bonds and ink stains that are dried upon some lines. It keeps you in the back roads and the rivers of my memory that keeps you ever gentle on my mind.
A lot of my early songs had a lot of words in them, and the words came by at a pretty good clip, like a kind of a breakdown clip. And that, of course, that's how Gentle on My Mind came about, because it was written at a time when I was writing wordy songs.
Forgiving when I walk along some railroad track and find that you're waving from the back roads, but the rivers of my memory for hours are just gentle on my mind.
John Hartford died in
I don't know how
2001.
I came to sound like John Hartford. I think that
just a few years after this was
style
made.
is created by limitations, and I think I do the very best I can with what little I've got, and that's how it comes out. And I haven't ever tried to manufacture anything. I just try to just sound as good as I can, and I would say that my life in music has been a steady thing of trying to teach my hands and my feet and my mouth to reproduce the sounds that I hear in my head.
Now I had a teacher when I went to school. She loved the river and she taught about it too. I was a pretty good boy, but she called my bluff with her great big collection of steamboat stuff. Oh yeah. She had logbooks and bells and things like that.
Give me steam. Thank you for summoning the hype train. Circle Now Squared. And thank you for the 1,000 bits. If Padawan Becca, if you are still here, a song of your choice will be played after this.
Old captains and where they were at. She rode the Alabama and the Gordon C. Green as the Cape Girard, as she was later renamed. But her very favorite, as you all know, was the Golden Eagle, Captain Buck's old boat. This old stern wheeler sank and went to heaven when I was in the 4th grade in 1947.
This boat that I'm on, the Twilight, is probably, I would say, the fastest boat on the Mississippi River system. It has certainly the finest model hull of any boat on the Mississippi River system. But for that reason, though, and she runs like a scared rabbit in deep water, but for that reason, sometimes when the water shallows out a little bit, she's a little bit hard to steer, so you really have to watch her, because she's so sensitive, she'll take off on you. But the trade-off is that she's probably the fastest boat I've ever been on.
I used to work real hard to get my schoolwork done, 'cause you couldn't fool Miss Ferris none. And if I went to sleep or I wasn't supposed to talk, oh, she was a dead shot with a little piece of chalk.
God, what I wouldn't give.
Oh me, oh my, how the time does fly. Time in the river keep a rolling on by. Now I'm not a student and she's not a teacher, but we both still love the Mississippi River.
What I wouldn't give to be able to ride on a riverboat piloted by John Hartford, who then performs music for us in a crowd of old ladies.
True music of the river is probably just about any kind of music
Seems like
that
a
you
dream.
can think of, because there were so many different kinds of people were on the river. So everybody, every class of people has their music, and of course they take it with them wherever they go.
Where does an old-time riverman go after he's passed away? Does the soul still keep a watch on the deep, or the rest of the river days? Does it then come back as a channel cat, or the wasps light on the wheel, or the birds that fly through a summer sky, or the fish swimming under the keel?
One of the things you have to remember is in the early part of the 19th century, we didn't have, had very few roads, much less highways. And so the only way that culture could really get back into the backwoods was by river. And early circuses had what they called boat shows. And most of these circuses carried a black-faced minstrel act with a 5-string banjo and a fiddle. And so
Private Butter, thank you for gifting us up to Battle Rebecca.
Hear this music. Well, they already
If you,
played fiddles in the backwoods.
I can pick for you if you want.
They didn't play too many banjos, so then they'd go and they'd make banjos out of gourds, groundhog hides, and stuff like that. And then they'd want to sing. They'd want to sing these minstrel songs, but they couldn't hardly remember them. And what few they would remember, they'd probably get it wrong. So that would be the creation of new material right there. And then for the rest of it, they'd take these old Elizabethan ballads, these old sad Elizabethan ballads, and they would sing them in double time. Like, for instance, they'd have a little Margaret was sitting in her high hall door, and they'd go little Margaret was sitting in her high hall door, and then you got what would be the ancestor music, the bluegrass, which is generally a real slow loping vocal over a 90-mile-an-hour rhythm section.
God, I love bluegrass.
ブルーグラスはもともと南部の音楽ですが、ラジオを通して中西部にもたらされ大人気となりました。夏になれば農村地帯では毎週どこかで必ずブルーグラスフェスティバルが開かれます。熱心なファンはお気に入りのフェスティバルに毎年やってきます。
But this is the bluegrass capital of Illinois. You know, the governor of Illinois, Jim Edgar, signed a proclamation that says this is the bluegrass capital of Illinois. And he declared this as Bluegrass Days, July, the fourth weekend of every year.
My great-grandfather
in the state of Illinois, I feel
was
like
from a village in Slovakia called Horná Podoba.
Showing them what
And the only thing I know about that village is that in the modern day is that
and we're appreciating
it is home every year to Slovakia's biggest bluegrass festival. So I have a secret bucket list thing of going to this bluegrass festival in the ancestral village
not top-notch
of
musicians
my
by no
grandmother
means, but
in
as a whole,
Slovakia.
they're just average playing musicians and enjoying. We started this about 19 years ago. 19 years ago, there was no bluegrass, honestly. There was some up in Galesburg, way up in the northern part of the state. And we wanted to get something going. And, you know, we wanted to give the people in Illinois some good music.
My uncle has been to that village maybe 10 years ago and like visited with cousins and stuff. He had a great time.
My name's Bob Lewis, and I'm with the Bob Lewis Family Band. We're out of a place called Poplar Bluff, Missouri, southeast Missouri. Well, we first started doing it as fun, and then people started calling us from further off and wanting us to come and do a show for them, which we couldn't afford, so they started paying us a little bit. Then
Hey, Jess, thank you.
Now
Thank you for the dealer's choice song.
Pretty much got rich, right?
Yeah, we're rich. We're
back where we started. We're working for free.
Well, you may have to make this journey on without me. Sooner or later, it's a heaven could be bad. When you deep in soul is when you're thinking of me. But don't forget to tell my Savior what I said. Make chance to meet my mother and my father, or some friends whom I can't recall. You may chance to meet my brother or my father. Don't forget to see my Savior first of all. Well, you may have to make this journey.
Yeah, I mean, I love it too. That's in my humble opinion. She's got some like Dolly Parton level vocal control.
When you're thinking of me. But don't forget to tell my Savior what I say. Don't forget to tell my Savior what I say.
You know, family harmony is a little different than regular harmony. I don't know. It seems like the harmony blends together better.
Well, I think it's just, you just know how.
You've been around each other, and you know what each other's gonna do.
What you're gonna do before how you pronounce words and how you hold words out, and you just kind of do it the same because that's how you do it. You know, that's what I think.
She didn't get that on film in the shower. Well, a long time ago, I never go back home. Down on the hills of Tennessee, she's a sweet spot girl that was never in this. Down on the hills of Tennessee. Oh, little girl of mine in Tennessee, I know she's waiting there for me. Sundown, settle down, and the mountain town.
I'll say it again. I love bluegrass. It's just so toe tapping. How can you help but jiggle?
Well, she begged me not to go, you be sorry if I know. Oh, the way you treated me, but I rambled all around and nothing will be found. Take the place of her in Tennessee. Oh, little girl of mine in Tennessee, I know she's waiting there for me. Someday I'll settle down in that little mountain town. That little girl of mine, oh, pick it joy.
Music is a great common denominator. I mean, you might find a banker playing with the janitor of the bank, the president of the bank playing with the janitor of the bank, but they're on equal terms playing bluegrass music.
I love all that kind of music, but it just, the bluegrass, there's something about playing bluegrass music that gets in your blood nowadays.
On the Wild Bass Cannonball.
We play pretty well what the bluegrass band play on stage. We do just about the same thing as far as bluegrass, and it's nothing but just old country. That's why I like it real well.
What's your plan? On my mother's side, I'll be crucified, but on my father's side, in 3 days I'll arise and sit at my father's side.
But you know, bluegrass is Baptist and holiness, and it's country, and it's jazz, and it's played from the heart, and it's from me to you. In other words, I'm playing it the way I feel it, and I'm sharing it with you. I think that's probably a pretty good definition.
I'm sad we're not going to get to the South in this tape, but I do love, like, the amount of time they're spending on each place that they visit. It's not just like a song here, a song there, let's move it along. You really get to soak it in for a little bit.
Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Do 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 dot. 2, 3. Do 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 dot. Okay, trumpets and trombones, bar 28. Ready? 1.
Okay, so you're a Japanese music connoisseur.
中西部では高校のマーチングバンドやジャズバンドが将来のミュージシャンを育てています。学校のバンドに入ると基礎からじっくり勉強しなければなりません。
The beautiful part of American culture of it is high school band.
でも彼らは頑張ります。楽しいからです。
Yeah, the Smithsonian does not seem to half-ass anything.
フットボールチームより盛況です。
Yeah, but Japanese high schools, they don't have marching bands playing at Friday night football games.
It's fun. They have a great time. They enjoy being together, and most of them are in it just to fulfill the inner need. You know, just the more ethereal reasons. They just want to make music. They want to be. It's a social thing too. They want to be around other people that are making music.
This is possibly the worst rendition of Louie Louie I've ever heard. But they're high school kids. I couldn't do any better.
I started my junior year when we went to block scheduling, and I love it.
Oh, yeah, it has its moments.
And sometimes
it doesn't. I think it's a good source of discipline. Teaches us how to respect everyone at the same time without, bossing everyone around.
That's kind of how I measure my success. If when they get out of our band in St. Charles, do they still play? Do they still want to play?
God bless high school band and choir directors. It seems like everyone who had a good experience with high school band or choir has only positive things to say about the adults who made that possible. If you had a shitty band or choir director, I'm sorry. Hey, it's St. Louis.
セントルイスはフランスの商人が作った町ですが、大きく発展させたのはドイツ系の移民たちでした。さらにこの町は北に新天地を求める南部の黒人たちにとって最初の目的地でした。この町にしっかり根を下ろした音楽がゴスペルです。フォンテラバスは祖母、母、娘と続くプロのゴスペル歌手の3代目として生まれました。若い頃はソウルの世界に飛び込み、レスキューミーという曲を大ヒットさせましたが、再びゴスペルの世界に戻ってきました。
Started from. Nobody told me that the road would be easy. Yeah, I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me.
Something about gospel too.
One Sunday, my mother, they wanted her to sing at the Pleasant Green Baptist Church here in St. Louis, and she didn't have a musician. So they took me to the piano and they taught me this song. I guess I was around 7 at the time. And they taught me this song, and I played it for my mother, and I've been playing for her ever since.
Music theory to really deconstruct it, but just the chord progressions, the way it's performed.
We traveled, my mother and I, we traveled all through the South, every night in a different town.
Simple enough.
I think I played every little town.
Scientifically, perfectly crafted to just dig right into your heart. And to make you feel something.
We would go out to Crossroads, Slayton, Tahokie. We just went everywhere through Texas, just traveling. And what we would do every night, we would have a generation singing program.
Take Jesus, Jesus, for your Jesus, for your God. Oh, you very
I was brought up in the church. I lived in church all Sunday from 8 in the morning, sometime to 12 and 1 o'clock at night. I made all the musical circuits in the, gospel field. And when I get older, I guess I kind of rebelled, not so much against gospel, but maybe against my parent for being so strict, not listening to the radio or not being able to go to movies on Sundays.
Why don't you take Jesus, for your God? Jesus for your God. Oh, he'll carry you across. Carry you across. You got the river Jordan. The river Jordan to cross. Oh, yeah.
My aunt used to get up on Saturday morning and clean her house, her walls, her dishes, everything, her muddy water, Holland Wolf. And that was a flavor for me that grew on me. I wanted that flavor. And when I would listen to Ray Charles, I always wanted that other flavor. And it was different from gospel. You been cheating on me, baby. I know it's true. But ain't nobody in the whole wide world gonna love you like I do. Don't you be no fool. Don't you be no fool. You're gonna keep on fooling around now, baby. But he usually wouldn't say baby. He said, you're gonna keep on fooling around now, fine teller. You're gonna mess up a good thing. And then I tell him, I might have cheated just a little bit. Usually in gospel, you sort of like letting the public know what you're feeling inside because you're trying to reach out to one's heart so they can be touched.
Shine, oh, shine. Oh, this the light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. This the light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. This the light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. Shine, oh, shine.
Well, in the secular world, you do the same thing, but most people don't go to church. They never heard of gospel, so you just have to do it a different way, but with the same approach as the same feelings.
Oh, yeah.
Just like Rescue Me, when you do Rescue Me.
Take me in your arms, rescue me.
Hey, welcome, Brad. Thanks for the 8-month reset.
Cause I'm lonely and I'm blue.
Now, if I was to put a gospel
We're getting toward the end of a very
Rescue Me,
incredible tape.
Come on, Lord, rescue me, cause I love you, cause I need you.
This is a Smithsonian production for public TV from 1999 that I picked up in
different
Japan.
Flavors, different approach, different kind of vibratos that you use in your voice, and all kind of things, that you can do with that.
We've gone from Minnesota on down, and we're in St. Louis now.
Brought me this far. Oh, I don't believe. Yes, he brought me this far. Gracious, gracious is the Lord, and his righteousness. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I said I don't believe. I said I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me. Yeah, yeah, to leave.
Check again, Bella.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
If anyone needs a mod allowance, who is a mod, let me know.
セントルイスのクラブは60年代のソウルのスターを輩出しました。オリバー・セインもその頃世に出た一人です。以来彼はずっとミュージシャンたちのまとめ役としてやってきました。
Are in your ear.
I left Mississippi, I guess 55 or 56. I don't really remember. In those days in St. Louis, most of the black entertainment was controlled by black social clubs. Say Friday night, there would be a dance and we would play, and there would be, say, 400 people there.
Brad, I'm going to give you some extra
Saturday,
points
there would be
because Planet of the Dinosaurs was really good.
Sunday, 500 or 600 people. That's a lot of people to be exposed to in one weekend.
I know you're a good timing woman. I know you like to go out and clown. But little girl, I can't afford to let you tear my reputation down. Stop it, babe. Mama, please, stop breaking down. I don't think you really love me. I think you just like the way my music sounds.
So when Ike Turner and them show up here with a whole another thing, they were doing the little dance steps and the horns going, and people thought, wow, that's it, man. All of a sudden, there was an R&B band in there playing good old rhythm and blues music, unheard of. It was great. Those were our formative years, and we all loved each other, and we made it work. It was great. That's what made the music so good. It was that love and respect for each other in those days.
So wispy.
Among people of a little older people, you know, like myself and guys that anytime something happens to a musician around here, man, they'll have some kind of benefit thing, and boom, everybody's there. Every musician, you can't let them all play. There'd be so many musicians because everybody kind of care about each other.
Good evening, everyone. It's a full house tonight, and we thank you all for coming out and celebrating this with Mr. Oliver Sang.
オリバーは97年に手術を受けました。治療費をカンパするためミュージシャンたちが集まって盛大なコンサートを開きました。
Prayers, Mr. Sang produces such hits as Rescue Me, Don't Mess Up a Good Thing, Soul Serenade, Bus Stop, Feel Like Dancing. Now, therefore, I, Gordon D. Bush, Mayor of the great city of East St. Louis, do hereby proclaim November 9th, 1997 as Mr. Oliver Sang Jr. Day in the city of East St. Louis, Illinois.
We love Oliver. He's been around a long time, and we thank him for everything he's done for so many local people in St. Louis.
If it hadn't been for Oliver, I would have quit music.
Oliver Sang is one of my age buddies, good friend, dear friend. And I'm really fond of him. And of course, I couldn't let him down for the purpose of what this thing is about. I had to be a part of it.
Oliver, he's our musical father. He was always open to young people with
Congrats on winning bingo. I have awarded points to
and
both of
with
you.
consistency. That's what this crowd was about, the consistent Oliver Sang.
It's easy to make better musicians out of people, but it's hard to make better people out of musicians. He's been a tremendous role model for so many young people.
Yeah.
What do you say, Jimmy?
Yeah. Yeah, for a lot of musicians, and you know, being a musician, being in music for a living can be trying. He's been an example there. He's never done anything but music for a living,
He's had the same telephone number for 30 years, lived in the same place for 30 years. So you get a chance to see a guy who's doing it, and you say, maybe I can make a living at music.
Oh, that photo of like the dude that's playing the sax like on the ground and everybody's just like losing their minds
この
in front
町
of
は
the
今
stage.
長い
Yeah.
不況に苦しんでいます。景気が良かった頃にはチャック・ベリーもティナ・ターナーもこの町のクラブを根城にしていました。60年代には有名な黒人モダンダンサーのキャサリン・ダナムがここに文化センターを設立しました。センターで訓練を受けたドラマーの一人がサンシャイン・リーです。
Miss Dunham gave me the name Sunshine. She said, your name is Sunshine because you make the girls smile. The minute I walked in the class, she said, okay, your name now is Sunshine. So I took that name, and that's my artistic name.
イーストセントルイスの詩人ユージーン・レッドモンドもやはりダナムのセンターで育ちました。
Sylvester Lee, aka Sunshine, is known all over this community and this region for his wonderful drumming and his work with the children.
I use music as a bait and a tool to bring our children off of the street. You know, we believe in the holistic approach by training the young children. We can get that whole family, you know, and make that whole family work collectively together. We teach art as the way of life, how we live as a race of people.
We really are talking about percussion and percussive performance and the body as an instrument.
Yeah.
The ham bone and you know, all
that's
of, yeah.
right, all
we're
of that.
talking about you know, that's the drum. All of that's the drum, you know.
And Ms. Dunham has
Yeah.
said to us years ago, you don't beat a drum. You know, most time you hear them say, I'd love to see you beat a drum. You know, we correct them right away. You don't beat a drum, you massively play a drum because there's parts to that drum. And it's 4 or 5 parts to that drum that you need to know to be able to play a drum. You know, because each sound is different. As you can see in our class, each sound is different.
Yes.
You know, and you have to learn each sound to be able to know what they're saying. Not only just to play them, you have to say it with your mouth before you play them. We say if you can say it with your mouth, it relays down through the arms, through the body, and you become one with the drum.
The drum head comes from the skin of a goat. The drum belly comes from the trunk of a tree. When you hit the drum, you call up the voices of the ancestors from hundreds and hundreds of leagues beneath the waters. and Goma. The goatskin sing the boom sound louder. 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 Sing the goatskin louder. Louder. The goatskin sing the boom sound louder. Louder. Sing the goatskin louder. 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 Boom the goatskin boom sound louder. Louder. Henry Dumas, Catherine Dunham, Oliver Sane, Josephine Baker, Moore Charm, Leon Thomas, Barbara Ann Tier, Brother Joe Mays, Bobby McClure, Fontella Bass. Yes. Yes.
Josephine Baker was amazing. He's naming
to the drum
the greats, the ancestors.
To the drum. 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 To the drum.
I stayed in a motel in St. Genevieve, Missouri once. It was very dicey.
ミシシッピーの西側にできた最初の町は1735年、フランス人が建設したセント・ジェネビーブです。
The innkeeper warned me about meth heads
フランス
breaking
系
into
の
my
人
ship.
々は今では少数派となりました。しかし今も中世フランスのお祭り、新年の儀女礼を祝っています。
Really put me at ease. It was off of the interstate in St. Genevieve.
It started back in the 1700s when the town was first settled, you know. And back then they went through and they asked for a piece of meat, 40 feet long if I remember right, or something like this. And if they didn't have a piece of meat to give them, you know, they would ask for their eldest daughter, take her out and wine her and dine her and have a big old party. You know, it's about what it amounted to.
Oh.
It's just a bunch of guys out having a good time on New Year's, which is what we do.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
Just a bunch of guys having a good time with your eldest
Instead
daughter.
of a piece of meat anymore. Every tavern we stop, they give you a drink. We usually don't drink that on the bus, because I've done that one time. That's not.
So it's like a probably rural French tradition of wassailing for New Year's that was imported to this area of Missouri.
My great-great-great-great-grandfather did this. He was a leader of the Lagione back in way back. And then my great-grandfather, my grandfather, they all did it. There's always been a Pepin de la Chance in the Lagoni. I think this is the greatest U.S. Happy New Year, everybody. Bonjour.
Let's go.
Bonsoir.
Let's go, Art.
If walls could talk, what tales they would tell.
セントルイスから少し川を下るとカントリーミュージックが支配的な地域に入ります。ガラス工業の町フェスタスでは80年代にロック好きの高校生たちが昔ながらのカントリーも聴いて育ちました。彼らは数年後カントリーロックのボトルロケッツとしてデビューしました。
Oh, the Bottle Rockets. They did Indianapolis.
I'd call it rock and roll, but everybody else calls it country, so let's call it country. I guess it's just rock and roll music just done with that country attitude, you know? It's like the whole thing, like Hank Williams and guys like that, was, you know, you just told stories, real simple stories that everybody could understand.
Are these your cigarettes? Don't mind if I do. I'll just smoke one and go. I'll be thinking of you.
This is Festus, Missouri, and so, you know, that's where we've always lived. It's probably where we'll always live. And, you know, just all of our friends live here. Everybody that we know, ever grew up with, whatever, lives here. And so, since we're not making anything up, we're just kind of like, just talking about our pal.
'Cause I've been misbehaving in the very worst way.
And that's it. I'm interested in it, talking about my friends. So, there you go.
I've been doing in his cheap motel.
Sunday night, you watched Hee Haw, and then you had your choice, Buck Owens or Roy Clark. And we thought, well, you know, Buck Owens, we love Buck Owens. Let's do Buck Owens songs. And we actually started out right here in this bar. And to no rave reviews whatsoever, but, you know, this is the original starting point, and we came down here and played a few little shows.
I'm a truck driving man, and I give it all I can. Push this horse right down the road. Yep.
Gotta have a good truck song.
We were like a little louder than we should have been, a little more abrasive than we should have been, or something like that. And we weren't doing anybody any favors. We just have this natural inclination to like get excited when we play. When we get excited when we play, you'll see us turn around and turn our little amplifiers up, and we just can't help it. And so we're doing the same country songs, not Buck Owens songs anymore, but songs that we wrote that were pretty much inspired by the whole Buck Owens experience. But we just kept turning them up, and when we got to St. Louis, nobody ever told us to turn down.
$1,000 car ain't even gonna roll till you go at least another 1,000 in the hole. Sink your money in it, and there you are, the owner of a $2,000 car.
God, that brings me back. That's a quintessentially American experience, having a shitty car that keeps costing you money. God bless my 98 Ford Escort. Got a bent axle, brand new timing belt.
If you only got $1,000, ought to just buy a good guitar.
Like if we go to New York City and play a rock show, everybody comes out, and it's kind of like, oh, this exciting thing. But I think they're just fascinated to get a little report from that mysterious land in the middle is what it is. And it's just as much goes on here as goes on anywhere else. It's just, you know, less glamorous to talk about. So that's it. We're just little reporters from the heartland.
Across town's where I wanna go to see my honey, but I don't know. Guess I'm gonna have to roll. Looks like the Gulf of Mexico down by the Texaco. Get down, river, get down. Won't you get down, river, get down. Once again, this old town, so get down, river, get down.
Well, you know, for us, the river is a place to, you know, go drink beer when you're underage, or it's a place to go shoot fireworks on the 4th of July. But, I guess it maybe did mean something, because all the important decisions in our lives were always made at the river. You go down to the river, and I don't know, it just kind of draws you there somehow. I can't explain it.
There ain't nothing you can do to stop it. Just hope for the best and mop up the rest. Get down, river, oh river, get down. Won't you get down, river, oh river, get down. Once again you have messed up this old town. So get down, river, get down. Yeah, get down, river, get down. Gone, get down, river, get down.
Man. This is the banjo instrumental of John Hartford's Where Does an Old Time Riverman Go? Which is a song that gives me chills. This tape was great. This was way more, it was more than I ever could have expected. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. That's a Hall of Famer for me, definitely. The Mississippi, River of Song, Volume 1. So this was a 4-hour miniseries. I think it's 4 parts on VHS. I briefly Googled Mississippi River of Song, and I'm not sure if it's the same series, but assuming it is, it was released in 4 parts on in the U.S. with a different, presenter, different narrator. This, I'm not sure if I could ever find Volume 2 or 3, if it exists, of the Japanese release. But I really, really enjoyed that. I'm so glad Suitcase space is really at a premium. Like, I didn't find that many VHS tapes in Japan. It was really only this one place. And they had more tapes, but, I had to just pick 2 because I can't be carrying tapes around me with me in a foreign country, and then I only have so much space to bring them home. This was a great pick. I'm really glad I got this, and I'm really glad you all were here to watch it with me. We had a couple of songs. We had, first of all, a song in honor of Padawan Becca's grandmother from Circle Now Squared, which I will make an attempt to choose. And then we also had from Seemingly Jazz, a Dealer's Choice song. So I'm going to pick a couple songs here. What could we do? Let's see. I never knew Padawan Becca's grandmother, so I can't necessarily pick one that I know she would have liked, but and our selection is limited here. But let's see, where are they? I really need to organize these. I'm looking through my newer stuff that I've recorded more recently, but haven't gotten in there. Oh, here we go. Let's see. I was thinking "Don't Give Up" because honestly, it kind of dovetails a little bit with our Mississippi Delta theme. And then I'm also gonna grab one more thing. Where is it? Yes. Okay. So this is Don't Give Up. I think the non-spinning around in circles hugging version. And then a little bit of a Richard Simmons. A little bit of a Richard Simmons clip in honor of Richard Simmons fan. I don't want Becca's grandmother.
In this proud land we grew up strong. We were wanted all along. I was taught to fight, taught to win. I never thought I could fail. No fight left, or so it seems. I am a man whose dreams have all deserted. I've changed my face, I've changed my name. But no one wants you when you lose.
It is a Wednesday, so we're gonna go for one more hour. I will choose the tape accordingly.
Don't give up. I know you can make it good.
Clear the tape.
Though I saw it all around, never thought that I could be affected. Thought that we'd be last to go. It is so strange the way things turn.
First song request of the stream, yes.
Toward my home, the place that I was born, on the lakeside. As daylight broke, I saw the earth, the trees had burned down to the ground. Don't give up, you still have us. Don't give up, we don't need much of anything. Don't give up, 'cause somewhere there's a place where we belong. Rest your head, you worry too much. It's gonna be alright. When times get rough, you can't fall back on us. Don't give up. Please don't give up. Got to walk out of here. I can't take anymore. Gonna stand on that bridge, keep my eyes down below. Whatever may come and whatever may go, that river's flowing.
That river's flow.
Moved on to another town, tried hard to settle down. For every job, so many men no one needs. Don't give up, 'cause you have friends.
Which version of this music video do you guys prefer? The one that tells a story, or the one
Firm
that's...
stomach muscles. These muscles, also called the abs, are located here.
All right. Thank you very much for that request in honor of Padawan Becca and her grandma. This is
you and me.
dealer's
So
choice
let's
song.
run our opening title sequence. What do you say? You better not fast forward through this either, because hundreds of people worked round the clock to make these titles look just like this.
Thank you to Jess.
You'll see
for
them in a
this one.
second, and you'll see me in a second. I'm going through this door, and when I'm on the other side, comedy will ensue.
Got laughs from coast to coast to make you smile. Real life look at each of you to capture all that style. You're the red, white, and blue. The fun and things you do.
America, this is you. Sorry, something got a hold of me.
From your friends next door. They're not sure. You might be a star tonight, so let that camera roll. You're the red, white, and blue. All the fun and things you do. America, America, this is you.
God, people really appreciated saxophones in
I
the
told you those
90s.
opening titles were exciting, and that theme song, oh, I can't get it out of my head. I'll be opening my lounge act with it one day. America, America, this is you. Just makes me want to go out and get singing lessons.
All right. This has been a great stream. We've watched one tape. It was long, and I want more of it. And I'm sad we're not going to get more of it. But to tape 2 of 2 today is going to be Richard Scarry's Lowly Breaks a Leg and 5 Other Stories. It's 48 minutes. That's going to put us at about the right point. We need to end at 1. What do we got here? I was a big Lowly Worm fan when I was 3. Oh, precious little airplane meerkat. Join Huckle, Lowly, and the rest of the gang in this animated series based on the best-selling books by world-famous children's author Richard Scarry. Each episode combines entertaining and educational elements that will delight kids. Lowly breaks a leg. While climbing a tree to get Huckle a juicy apple, Lowly falls and breaks his leg. Huckle feels guilty and does everything to make it up to Lowly, except that Lowly gets used to being weighted on hand and foot. But when Huckle saves Lowly on his runaway wheelchair, it's Lowly's turn to help Huckle, because Huckle breaks his leg. God, spoilers. Children will also enjoy the 5 other stories and the musical interstitials, which teach basic safety tips and fun facts about the world. Of course he has leg. That's where he puts it in pant. Okay, let's do this. It's time for Lowly Breaks a Leg. And play. Hey, have a good flight, Tro. It's going to be great. Enjoy being in the sky. It's a novel experience. Sinar. Paramount.
It's time to laugh and play.
So have a happy day.
Come visit Busy Town. Lots of things to do and see.
It's so much fun to be
a part of Busy Town. We'll keep your spirits soaring
Ass.
while we're exploring
our busy world. Let's go! You can make a lot of friends.
The good times never
that surprise
will open up your eyes.
in such a busy world.
Oh yes, banana.
Every day there's something new,
and you're invited too.
Come visit Busy Town. It's time to watch the show.
The Busy World of Richard Scarry.
Lowly breaks his leg. Well, we already know the whole plot to this one because I read the back of the box, but it's the one I'm most excited for. There are 5 other shorts on this tape.
It was sure nice of your dad to say we could eat any apples we find, Sprout.
If there are any, the trees are pretty bare.
Look, there's one. It's too high up.
I bet I can get it for you.
Gee, thanks, Lily. Not so fast, Lily.
I've got it.
What's gonna happen? Oh no.
Are you okay?
My leg hurts.
Don't move. I'll find my dad and we'll get you to the doctor.
Yeah, I guess you're gonna have to
It'll be okay.
get a cast to set the bone.
As you can see, Mr.
You
and Mrs.
definitely
Cat,
have.
Lowly has a hairline fracture.
Hairline? I thought I hurt my leg.
You did, Lowly. It's just a slight break. It'll heal just fine, but he needs to wear a cast for 3 weeks.
Come on, Lowly. We're going to put a cast on your leg.
3 weeks? Loli, it was all my fault. I wanted you to get that apple for me.
Don't feel bad. You didn't mean for me to get hurt.
Still, I'm gonna take really good care of you. If you need anything at all, just ask me.
Yeah, you don't have to feel guilty about this, Uncle.
Now, what can I get you?
If you could get me a book, I'd be just fine.
Sure thing.
His little surgical gown.
Great. Oh.
What is it?
Nothing. This is fine. I can read it again.
No, wait. I'll get a different one.
Thanks.
The blue one.
You read that one too, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think there was another one up there. Wait. I couldn't find it.
No? Well... Oh.
What, Loli? Tell me, what do you want?
Well, if it's not too much trouble, could you go to the store and buy a new book?
Sure. I'll be right back.
Huckle!
Yes, Loli?
While you're downtown, could you bring me a strawberry milkshake, please?
Okay.
Huckle, tell them not to make it too thick.
Got it.
But not too thin either.
Got it.
Tell the milkshake people how to do their job.
Here you go, Loli. I ran all the way.
Oh, boy, Huckle. I can't wait to go upstairs and enjoy this.
Man,
Upstairs?
this is reminding me of when my brother got his wisdom teeth out.
Right. No trouble.
And he was like, Alex, you need to go to... He was like high on narcotic painkillers.
Oh, no.
But he was
Was
like,
this
Alex,
shake made from
you need to go
strawberry
to
ice
Best
cream?"
Buy and buy Xenosaga Episode 1.
I always ask for vanilla ice cream with strawberry syrup.
I was like,
Otherwise,
okay.
strawberries get stuck in the straw.
So I went on this mission to buy Xenosaga Episode 1 on
couldn't have
PlayStation 2. And I got it home, and my brother was asleep. And then he woke up later, and I was like, here's Xenosaga Episode 1. And he was like, what?
Huckle went to get
I
my
don't
other
want
one.
this.
Here you go, Loli.
Thanks, Huckle. You're the best pal a worm could have.
Love, Hilda.
And then I tried playing Xenosaga Episode 1, and I don't like it. It's really bad. It's just endless, inscrutable anime cutscenes.
Day. But you know what's missing,
And then-
Huckle?
A motorized
JRPG
wheelchair.
battles.
One of Bruno's ice cream cones. Could you?
All the way back down there? Loli, don't forget, we have to be at Dr. Lyon's office in half an hour.
Dr. Lyon's office?
You get your cast off today, remember?
Has it been 3 weeks already? I don't think the break is healed yet.
But Loli, Dr. Lyon said by now you'll be able to walk again.
Yeah, I guess so. Boy, now I really need some ice cream.
I'll get it.
Oh, and Huckle, make sure that...
Oh no, if only he had arms.
Loli! Sprout, lend me your bike.
Sure, Huckle.
Citizen, I'm commandeering your vehicle.
Help, Huckle! Help!
Hang on, Loli!
Oh, no! Huckle, you saved my life. Are you okay?
I guess so, but my leg hurts. Oh!
Well, Huckle, in 3 weeks, your leg will be as good as new.
Don't worry, Huckle, old buddy. I'll look after you. Hey, how about a milkshake?
Great, thanks. Strawberry, okay? And Loli?
Huh?
Not too thick. Loli? Not too thin either. And made with syrup, not real strawberries, so the straw doesn't get blocked.
Uh-oh. This sounds familiar.
Loli? Just kidding.
I just wanted to remind you of what an asshole you were to me last week.
Imagine
I'm not that petty.
Loli, look. There's a bug on that rock.
No, Huckle, it was a bug. Now it's a fossil.
Fossils are very old and look like pictures of plants and animals that you can sometimes find inside rocks. And fossils are made if plants or animals are buried under sand and soil. If after thousands of years the dirt and sand is pressed and turns into rock, and if you're lucky, you could find the plant or animal's fossil. There are lots.
Sorry, I should have just done this from the beginning. The fossil song in particular. There are too many of these. We don't need to get them all. But geez. I just like the fossil song a lot.
Imagine that.
Loli, look. There's a bug on that rock.
No, Huckle, it was a bug. Now it's a fossil.
Fossils are very old and look like pictures of plants and animals that you can sometimes find inside rocks. And fossils are made if plants or animals are buried under sand and soil. If after thousands of years the dirt and sand is pressed and turns into rock, and if you're lucky, you could find the plant or animal's fossil. There are lots of different fossils. There are seashell fossils, plant and leaf fossils. There are animal fossils, and even animal track
fossils.
Wow, look at that one.
I'm sure glad that's just a fossil.
All right, this is Cucumber in Machu Picchu.
Welcome to Peru. We're high up in the Andes Mountains near a place called Machu Picchu. This is where an ancient people called the Incas built their last stronghold.
Oh, I love Loli and his little Peruvian
Machu
hat.
Picchu has many ancient treasures, but today some have disappeared.
Although I don't like
Someone
bald
has been
lily worm.
stealing the 10 golden rings from the Machu Picchu temple. There are only 7 left.
How awful! Would you like me to do a photo story on the rings?
Right. And you'd better hurry before any more rings are stolen.
So for centuries,
Oh, they have the sonic plane and everything.
were hiding in Machu Picchu.
Very interesting. But isn't that a mountain ahead? That one you're not looking at?
And wait till you see the golden rings, if there are any left. Another one was stolen yesterday.
So now there are only 6 golden rings. Editor Eddie was right. We'd better hurry.
Imagine just landing a plane in the middle of Machu Picchu.
Welcome. My name is Amal. I am keeper of the golden rings.
I am pleased to meet you, Amal. This is my assistant, Pickles.
May I show you around?
Oh, please. But first I'd like to get another shot of that person flying his kite. He sure looks happy.
It's good that someone is. We've had a tragic event today.
They renewed that pilot's license?
Someone has stolen another golden ring. Only 5 are left.
Who could be taking them?
We don't know for sure. That is why we have closed the temple of Machu Picchu.
Jesus, have you considered, like, posting a guard to
except for you,
keep watch of the golden rings?
May I take some pictures?
Of course. Take your time, and I'll be back soon.
I'll just walk away and turn my back to you for an hour.
Bag, please.
Don't
Here
steal
it is.
any.
Oops. Sorry. I can't see a thing.
Oh no! One more is gone!
Why are they stealing one at a time?
Right away, Cucumber.
Who's there?
Ooh, the suspenseful
Strange.
strings.
No one was... Oh no! Another one stolen!
There are only 3 rings left. But how? No one else has entered the chamber except for you. Guards! Guards!
Wait! Amal!
How could you steal another one of the rings?
But Amal, we didn't do it!
There is nobody else here but you. You will be sealed inside until my guards arrive.
Could have, like, shut the door to begin with.
We better find out who's doing
So
this.
as to not have the rings stolen.
Oh no! Look!
Stop! Thief! A secret entrance. Come on!
Maybe I should stay and guard the last ring.
Boom! Whoever it was has disappeared.
Ow!
Where did this come from?
There they are! Guards! Seize them! Stop! There is no escape!
Now they're all gone.
When Amal finds out, we'll be goners for sure.
There must be another secret entrance here somewhere.
Yikes!
Pickles!
I really do like the animation in these shorts. Like, the character animation is pretty competent. Not super low budget.
I don't know, but there's that nutty laughing
And the
guy
visual
with his
style
kite
just
again.
captures the vibe of the books perfectly.
Hey, look at that kite's tail, the way it glistens in the sunlight.
I see the thieves! Over there!
Uh-oh, we're in for it.
Come on, we've got to keep out of reach until we figure this all out. Oof! Come on, Pickles! Ow! Pickles! I've got it! Laughing guy is the thief! Come back here, you crook! This bridge is too weak. It won't hold. We've got to save him. Grab this!
What's so funny? We've caught you in the act.
It's these feathers. They tickle.
We didn't take your rings, Amal. He did.
Hey, I know you. You're Sad Sumac, the notorious gold thief.
Sad Sack Sumac, the armadillo gold
Trying
thief.
to disguise his sad face and his real identity.
And to be sure he'd keep laughing, he wore these ticklish feathers.
He used his kite to hide the missing rings.
Yes, the most inconspicuous plan. Laugh hysterically while doing your crimes.
I will give them all back.
And parade the things you've stolen up in the air.
I accused you wrongly. Will you forgive me?
Of course, Amal. No hard feelings.
For your crime, you will have the severest punishment. You will walk in the rain without an umbrella, without galoshes.
And without a hat.
Huh?
Cucumber, these photos of the 10 rings are terrific. Hey, wait. There are only 9.
Oh, no. Not again.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Everybody's a real jerk ass at the end of these stories.
Play it safe.
Just yanking everybody's
Louie,
chain.
are you asleep yet?
I was, but that noise sure woke me up.
When your body's very busy moving around all day, you need to give it rest so you can play. You see, your body needs sleep, 6 to 10 hours, and all that sleep gives your body more power.
Sorry, I feel like a song about how you need sleep is worth having.
Play it safe.
Louie, are you asleep yet?
I was, but that noise sure woke me up.
When your body's very busy moving around all day, you need to give it rest so you can play. You see, your body needs sleep, 6 to 10 hours, and all that sleep gives your body more power. A busy body can get sick. It needs even more sleep to get better real quick. Itsy bitsy baby sleep more than you, 'cause they have a lot of growing to do. Without enough sleep, you're gonna run out of steam, so go to bed on time and have some wonderful dreams.
The banana pillows.
Busy bodies,
Banana bed.
sleep, busy bodies, turn out the lights. Busy bodies, and have a good night. Busy bodies, turn out the light.
So, Louie, I guess you can go back to sleep now.
The plight of Penelope Parakeet. I'm going to take a short break and let this roll. Y'all have fun with Penelope Parakeet, and I'll be right back.
To meet Penelope, my pet parakeet. Papa and Loli are going to take care of you while I'm out of town visiting Granny Hippo. You're sure you don't mind taking care of Penelope Parakeet for me?
No problem, Hilda. Right, Loli?
Don't worry, Loli. Penelope only eats birdseed.
It'll be a breeze taking care of one little bird.
First, it's very important to keep the cage clean. And you have to be sure she always has fresh water and plenty of food.
Wow, there's a lot more to having a pet than I realized.
There's even more. Penelope needs exercise, too. It's not fair to leave her cooped up in a cage all day. Okay, Penelope, it's bedtime. But remember, before you let her out of her cage, you must make sure all the doors and windows are closed. Ooh, I have to hurry or I'll miss my train. Overnight bag. I need my towel, hairbrush, and I'm ready. It would be terrible if Penelope got outside. She's a house pet and can't take care of herself like wild birds do.
Don't worry, Hilda.
We promise to come over here tomorrow and take good care of Penelope. Have a great time at Granny Hippo's.
Bye, Hilda.
Bye-bye. See ya.
Sounds like Penelope's happy to see us.
Let's make sure all the windows are closed so we can let her out of her cage.
Right.
All closed on my end.
Mine too. Let her fly.
You closed the back door, right?
Yup. Uh-oh. But I did close it. It must have blown open.
Let's not panic. She hasn't flown out yet.
Well, here, Penelope. Nice birdie.
Nice birdie. Come to Loli.
Quick, Loli. Close the door.
I can't. You get it.
Oh, no. She's leaving. Wait. She's up there. Come on.
If she takes off now, we may never find her. That's a good little birdie.
Okay, Loli, you almost got her.
The early worm catches the bird.
I wonder if pets understand what we're saying.
I think she just said goodbye.
Ooh. Penelope! Wait! Hurry, Loli!
Those little wings sure go fast.
Penelope! The only way we're ever gonna catch her is to fly.
Maybe we can fly. Look!
Mr. Von Flugel, we need your help.
We're trying to catch Hilda's parakeet.
Ah, the birdie has flown the coop. Climb aboard, boys.
Follow that bird.
We will bag our fine-feathered friend with this net.
Don't let me get away either. Whoa!
If worms were meant to fly, Loli, they'd have wings.
She landed on Scotty's garage. Oh, no!
I hate to burst your balloon, boys, but our balloon is kaput.
Whoa!
Thanks for your help, Mr. Von Flugel.
Sure thing. It was nothing.
There she goes! Hurry! She's just over there!
Not anymore.
We'll never catch her now, and Hilda's due home any minute.
Telling Hilda sure isn't going to be easy.
I wonder how Hilda's gonna take the news.
Not very well.
We're really sorry, Hilda. We didn't mean to let Penelope fly away.
Can you ever forgive us?
I forgive you. I'm just sad that Penelope wasn't happy being my pet parakeet.
Why do you say that?
Well, she wouldn't have left if she was happy here.
Look! Penelope's back!
I bet she left to look for you, Hilda.
Maybe you're right.
It looks like this parakeet likes being your pet very much. Captain Huckle's starship streaks through the universe on its way past unknown planets, through uncharted galaxies.
And home for supper!
Oh no! Please excuse us, Mr. Gronkle. We were going too fast.
What's the matter, Huckle?
Wow! I really want that CD player.
But Huckle, we already have a record player.
Welcome to Woofer's Electronic Paradise. May I help you, gentlemen? I'm Mr. Woofer. You kids are in luck, because you know what today is?
Saturday?
Not just any Saturday, son. Today is the grand opening of Woofer's Electronic Paradise. And do I have some deals for you?
Mr. Woofer, I want to know how much...
This electric piano cleaner is?
But I don't have an electric piano.
You want one?
Mr. Woofer, I'm not interested in any of these things. I want the CD player.
Huckle.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Since it is last week's model, I'll let you have it for $200.
But I don't have $200.
Come on, Huckle.
I'm flexible, son. How much do you have?
All I have is 50 cents and my lucky bottle cap.
I'm afraid I can't sell you the CD player for that, but perhaps you'd be interested in this old record player. Okay. Boy, you sure know how to bargain, son. My final offer, $150 plus that lucky bottle cap.
Mr. Woofer, I'll be back. I've got to get that CD player, Loli.
But you can't afford it, Huckle. All you have is 50 cents.
And my bottle cap. Look at that poster. I know how I can make that money. We're home!
What took you so long, dear?
I stopped off at the Busytown Bugle to get a job. Starting tomorrow, I'm a newspaper delivery boy. I'm saving up to buy a CD player.
A CD player? But we have a perfectly good record player.
Oh, John, I think it's sweet. Our little boy's first job.
And my first CD player, too.
Rise and shine, Huckle.
Why do we have to get up so early?
You know what they say, Loli. The early bird catches the worm.
And the CD player. Morning, Mr. Frumble. Goodbye, Mr. Frumble. Morning, Professor Dog.
Well, how was your first day at work, Huckle?
Great, except...
It's going to take Huckle 15 months to own his CD player.
Well, you're just going to have to be a little patient.
Or I could get more customers.
More customers?
Fill her up, please, Scotty.
And how about a subscription to the Busytown Bugle?
How would you like to subscribe to the Busytown Bugle, April Rhino?
Gee, I can't believe how many new customers we have.
Are you really sure you know what you're doing? You've got a lot of deliveries to make now.
Sure, Loli.
Uh-oh.
Look at all these papers. I can't possibly deliver them all before school.
Of course you can, dear. Come on.
can't believe this. I'm actually going to win this game. I can't remember the last time I won.
I've saved up enough money to buy my CD player.
Wait for me, Huckle. I'll come with you.
Hold on, I haven't won yet.
Wow!
Huckle?
You know, Loli, I think I'm gonna buy something else. I'll meet you back at home, Loli.
How nice. Who are these for?
A very special person. Thank you.
An apple pie? I think I know who this is for.
Thanks, Mr. Humperdinck.
I wonder what he bought instead of the CD player.
These are for the best newspaper mom ever. And this is for you, Loli. Thanks for helping me.
Why, thank you, dear.
Wow! Thanks, Huckle. But why didn't you buy the CD player?
Because that old record player works just fine. I went to the bank, and I'm gonna save my money for something I really need. A sports car.
Wow! Whoops! Imagine that.
What do you think is wrong with my flower, Loli?
I think it needs more sun, Huckle.
Here comes the sun, shining so bright. There'd be no life without the sun, you know. Much too cold to live, plants wouldn't grow. Darkness all day, and nothing in sight. Without the sun, there would be no light. But what is the sun? A star burning bright, like all the other stars that you see at night. Oh, here comes
I come back and there's a good song that I'm... why do all these songs have to be so catchy?
Imagine that.
Also, I spilled like one drop of coffee on the
What do you
white
think is
carpet.
wrong with my flower,
It's
Loli?
probably fine.
I think it needs
there it
more
is.
sun, Huckle.
Here comes the sun, shining so bright. There'd be no life without the sun, you know. Much too cold to live, plants wouldn't grow. Darkness all day, and nothing in sight. Without the sun,
This cheery description of how fucked we would be without the sun.
a star burning bright, like all the other stars that you see at night. Oh,
It would be dark. We would all die.
the sun looks bigger than any other star, 'cause it's closer to the earth than the others are. A ball of burning gases that mix and combine. The rays of the sun give us heat and sunshine. Here comes the sun, shining so bright. Here comes the sun.
There. I hope it gets better. Yay!
Cucumber in Rio. We have two more of these shorts. There's Cucumber in Rio. We're getting Cucumber again. And then Donut
Welcome
Raffle.
to Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, home of the best carnival in the world, during which there's a parade with colorful floats, and the citizens of Rio, called cariocas, dress up in fabulous costumes and compete for prizes. Cucumber and Pickles have come to Rio to photograph the contest.
Editor Eddie here.
Hi, boss. This is Cucumber and Pickles. We just arrived in Rio.
Riot.
It's about time. Now, I want lots
God,
of
I love
especially of the winning
Carmen
costume.
Miranda cat.
Leave everything to me, Eddie. Gotta go. The parade's supposed to start right away.
I had to make myself a cup of coffee. I went to the I woke up early yesterday morning to go to the dentist, and then they put fluoride in my teeth, so I couldn't have coffee.
Their costumes look a bit ordinary.
And it was a good reminder of how
Nobody's wearing
physically
costumes.
addicted I am to
They're
caffeine.
all in their underwear.
Again.
It is the same all along the parade route. All the costumes are missing.
Oh, this is terrible. We look forward to this parade all year. Where can the costumes be?
It's that thieving armadillo
We've
from
got
Peru.
a real mystery on our hands.
Shh! Silencio.
fellow citizens. I
now
am
the
afraid
mayor
I have
of
no
Rio.
choice but to cancel the parade. And the costume contest.
Senor Mayor.
Who is calling me?
I am.
Huh?
Mayor Pedro, do not cancel the contest. As you can see, I, Marcos Mouse, have a magnifico costume.
These accents don't seem very accurate to Brazil.
Your costume is indeed impressive, Marcos. So I award you
It just
the
sounds like
gold
they're doing
medal
a Mexican
for the
accent.
Best costume of the year.
Of course, it's also the only costume of the year. Something is fishy here.
Whoa! Oh!
Excuse us, Marcos. May we ask you a couple of questions? Come on, Pickles. I've got a hunch about those missing costumes.
Hurry! Rapido! The parade has started!
It has?
Sing! That way! Quick!
Si, senor.
I could not do a convincing Brazilian accent. I don't know Portuguese.
Follow that float!
Faster, driver! Rapido!
Si, senor.
Don't lose him, driver!
I'm going as rapido as I can.
I think he is getting away. I will check and see.
Oh, for Pete's sake! We could chase him faster on foot!
We lost him!
But not for long. Come on, we've got to find a camera shop and develop this film fast. Great! A perfect portrait of our prime suspect. Now all we've got to do is find someone who knows who he is.
That's a tall order. I mean, there are so many people here, it's a chance in a zillion we'll bump into someone who knows Marcos.
Where did you get that nice photo of Marcos?
We took it. We're famous photographers, you know.
Do you know him?
Si, Marcos is my next door neighbor.
Yikes! So you did steal all the carnival costumes.
Costumes? What costumes?
These costumes on the float, which you also stole.
Float? What float?
That float!
Oh, this float.
Shit,
Come
I keep
on,
mistyping
Marcos.
things.
We've caught you red-handed. Why did you steal the costumes?
I didn't steal them. I only borrowed them.
You borrowed them? Why?
My costumes are beautiful. But every year, no one looks at me because I am so small. But not this year. I won the gold medal.
Not exactly. You cheated to win.
I guess so. I was wrong. Come, let us take the costumes back to the parade before it is too late.
Well, in that case, we'll give you a hand. Wait! This is all a mistake!
We're photographers!
Cucumber is right. I took your costumes. I apologize. Here they are again. And you must award the gold medal to someone else.
And now he must walk in the
On
rain.
with the parade.
Huh?
No. This is all wrong. The costumes are all mixed up.
There's no way we'll get this
They've
mess straightened out and get the parade
Attempted to
started.
put them on anyway.
Wait, I remember them all. Luisa, here is your costume. And Antonio, this one is yours.
Marcos, you did a very bad thing. But now that you've made it right, you are forgiven.
Oh, thank you, senor. I will never steal everyone's costumes again.
And to make sure no one is overlooked again...
Like, do they really call each other senor
from now on
in
for
Brazil?
the smallest, most pequeño costume.
Obrigado. Whoa.
They do say obrigado.
Now let us all dance this samba.
They do dance the samba. Hey, they got some Brazilian rhythm.
But the
some Brazilian
samba,
coordination.
How do you do it?
I'm just gonna start recording this. Play it safe in case it's another song.
Play it safe.
I think we have everything for camping, Dad.
Wait a minute, Huckle.
Oh boy, we're going camping. It's gonna be great. Before we all go camping, there's some things we should take. I'll put some food and water with the gear in my pack, and then I'll carry it on my back. I'll bring some summer clothes to wear where weather is hot, or some hiking boots and sweaters, cause the mountains are not. Anywhere we are, we always stay with our group, and ask a grown-up if it's safe to pick the berries or fruit. To climb and hike, I just can't wait. No matter where we go, it's gonna be great. Oh boy, we're gonna camp outside.
Oh boy.
We'll drink bottled water as clean as it can be. We'll bring a first aid kit in case we scrape our knee. When I swim, grown-ups are watching me. I let them light the fire, they love to camp like me. Oh boy, we're gonna camp outside tonight.
Don't swim unattended. Don't light your own
Dad,
fire if you're a
I know
child.
one thing we forgot.
Don't eat mystery
What's that,
berries.
Huckle?
Loli.
All right, here is our final short, the donut raffle. We'll see if Donut Man makes an appearance.
Uh-oh.
Oh my. What bad luck.
I'm having bad luck too, Mr. Frumble. I lost my watch.
How awful, Mr. Fix-It. I think I need a donut to cheer me up.
Hi, Mr. Frumble.
Morning, Mr. Frumble.
Are you here for the big raffle, Mr. Frumble?
Raffle?
Mr. Humperdinck is offering 100 donuts to the winner of his donut raffle.
And to make sure that we win, I've brought my lucky four-leaf clover card.
I'd like to.
Wow, everybody in town must be buying a ticket.
Please slow down and be more careful, Charlie.
Sorry, Mr. Humperdinck. Baking all these donuts is keeping me really busy.
Is that a deep fried spoon?
This.
There's that spoon. I've been looking all over for it. Thank you.
Hi, Mr. Humperdinck. We'd like to buy a raffle ticket.
Sure. Here you go, boys.
Come on, lucky card. Are you going to buy a ticket, Mr. Frumble?
Oh, no. I'm not lucky enough to win.
I can lend him my lucky card.
But you've already used it.
That's okay. I'll just put the luck back on. Mwah. Mr. Frumble, would you like to borrow my lucky card and buy a ticket?
Maybe your luck will change.
Do you really think so?
Sure. Don't forget to kiss it.
Oh, thank you. I'd like to buy a cheering
Little
up
did Mr.
donut
Frumble
and a
know
raffle
Huckle
ticket,
had
please.
Good luck to you, Mr. Frumble.
I should put these in a safe place. Here's a good spot.
Whoops. Sorry.
Oh, my. Oh, my. How wonderful they smell.
Well, I've got to get back to the oven. I've got jelly twist twisting and cream puffs puffing.
I don't know if I'd want to buy a donut from this shop.
Mmm. Oh, how delicious.
There's just random detritus in the
Why,
donuts.
this donut is cheering me up already.
They've all been dropped on the ground.
Hello, Mr. Frumble. I see you lost your hat again.
Oh, no, Sergeant Murphy. It's right here on my head. Oh, my. Oh, dear.
Don't worry, you'll find it. You always do.
Oh, dear. Where could my hat be? Whoa! Oh dear, oh my.
Mr. Frumble, you found my watch. Thank you.
You're welcome, Mr. Fix-It. But I do wish I found my hat. Why, maybe I can see my hat from up here. Maybe it's over here. Whoa! Oh dear.
I think Mr. Frumble has short-term memory
Our
problems.
kite is stuck in that tree. Could you get it for us, please?
Oh, certainly.
He was just doing a very significant interaction with his hat in the donut shop. He immediately walks outside, realizes that his hat is gone, and then is like,
Mr. Frumble.
guess I'll just wander around town.
Finding lots of things
It could
today.
be anywhere.
But not my hat.
This is indeed Richard Scarry.
Come on, Mr. Frumble.
This is slowly breaks his leg and 5 other stories. This is the
Huckle,
last of
I'm
them.
sorry, but I lost your lucky card.
I guess it didn't bring you any luck, Mr. Frumble.
Attention, everyone. I will now draw the lucky winning number. And the winning number is 191. We didn't win.
Then you must have won, Mr. Frumble. You had my lucky card last.
Oh dear. But your card and my raffle ticket were in my hat. And I lost that too.
Once again, the winning ticket is number 191.
Oh well. Could I please have another cheering up donut?
Of course. Which one would you like?
That hat-shaped donut over there, please.
Hat-shaped donut? I never baked a hat-shaped donut.
My hat!
I'm sorry. I must have baked it when I was so busy.
There is something in the water in Busytown. These people are not right.
I guess my lucky card did work.
But did you win the raffle, Mr. Frumble?
Number 161.
Wait a minute. Turn the ticket over, Mr. Frumble. It's upside down. You're right, Lowly. It is the winning ticket.
There's clearly some ergot fungus
Would work.
in the bread that
Congratulations,
this
Mr.
baker
Frumble.
is
You've
making.
won 100 donuts.
Then donuts are on me.
Today was your lucky day, Mr. Frumble. You won the raffle and found my watch.
And our kite.
I do feel lucky to have such good friends.
Beautiful. Well, we never got to Tom Sawyer from Golden Grams or the photography training video, but maybe we'll see 1 or 2 of those next time. This has been a really fun stream. We've only watched 2 tapes. We got Richard Scarry, and before that was Mississippi, River of Song from the Smithsonian. This was absolutely stellar. And there were no other volumes of this series at the flea market where I got this one. But gee, I'll have to keep an eye out to see if maybe there are other releases of this that we can finish the series.
Wow, what a show.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Any other orders of business? Probably not. It's been a lovely Wednesday morning with you. I will see you again, I assume, probably on Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern. Until then, I hope you have a lovely week. If you want to watch a man play Metroid. Hey, Brad, thanks for gifting us up to Amaya. If you want to see a man play Metroid, we're going to raid Stephen George. And what was our... Did we have a good raid message? I didn't think of any. Fossils? Something about fossils? I don't know. Fossils are really old. That's great. Okay. That's going to be it for today. I will get this raid going momentarily. Thank you all. I will see you later.